Hey guys, this is Lori Gordon. How are you tonight? Thanks for joining. I want to take probably about 30 minutes or less of your time to show you a few things. Here's what we're going to talk about. I got my cheat sheet over here. We're going to talk about how to log in and access the graphics that you're paying for with your subscription. We're going to download some of those graphics, and I'll show you where they go on my computer. Maybe you can come up with a system for how to find them on yours. I use a PC, but we'll talk about Macs too. I know that a lot of people are kind of half and half these days. And then we'll talk about uploading your image to Pixlr and adding your personalized distributor information. So that's what we're going to do. And then we'll also look at how to find some stock photos or some royalty-free images that you can use in your designs as well. So let's get started. I'm going to share my desktop here. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to go to the website. So if you type in Oil Revolution Designs, let me make sure this is what you guys are seeing. Yes. Okay, so we're going to go to oilrevolutiondesigns.com, and when you're here, if you can actually click on any of the premium content and get to it, then you're already logged in. So I was apparently, oh wait, no, that's not premium content. Let me go back. Let's go to our monthly graphics. Okay, so I want to go to the download, and you'll notice that the read more button is not active for me because I'm not logged in. So this is restricted access. If you go to the top of the page and you'll click login, it'll take you to the login page where you can put in your username and password that you set up. Now we do have some technical difficulties going on with logins right now, so if you want to reset your password, that functionality is not working, but you can fill out the reset password form and we'll get that and respond as soon as we possibly can. So here we go. We are logged in now, so if you want to go to the resources, this is where you'll find the majority of your content. There's services like this subscription service. This will just tell you more about what comes with your subscription. There's logo design service information, which right now I'm not, I just don't have enough time to devote to this. So I'm referring people to my friend Jody. So if you want some more information, her email address is in that section. And then the bottom is the Essential Oil Starter Guide. Several people have purchased that to customize for their team. You can find more information there. So tutorials. If you go to the tutorials section, this is where you will find all the tutorials, like adding your distributor information, easy steps to create a logo, creating Facebook event headers, and this category will grow each month. Each month we'll have more and more content. So far in September we've had the Facebook headers, and we will be adding some more to that. I added in here the August newsletter as well to this category just because it had some good tips and tricks in there. So to go back, you can just click on the logo, and you can also find your stock images, okay? So there's an images for use section, and then there's the stock images in the same categories here. So if you just click on the main Young Living stock images, you'll be able to see these links at the top. So they're kind of categorized like this: basic images and Facebook event flyers, the August 2014 images, September 2014. So far we've had two. We've had the images of the premium starter kit that has the Dijais and Sacred Frank in it. You can download those there. Or the ones that we put out today, which is the Ningxia Red and Ningxia Nitro images. So we're going to start with those. You can choose to select all and download all the images at one time, or you can just select one at a time. So I'm going to select the Ningxia bottle here and say download selected images. So you'll see here that it is trying to open or save this file. It does create a zip file, so hopefully everybody knows what a zip file is, but a zip file makes a compressed selection of multiple images, or one if in this case. So you'll save that zip file. I'm going to save it to my desktop in a demo folder. Okay. And once that's downloaded, I have to go find it at the location. Now, if your computer or your browser is set to just download to a generic folder, you'll need to know where that is on your computer. For Macs, it's usually just called the Downloads folder. So you may want to navigate to your Downloads folder. And if you're in Mozilla Firefox, usually they have this little Downloads folder right here that you can click on, and then when you click on that, it'll take you directly to where your download was. So I'm going to open this blank Ningxia, and see when you click on it, it just opens in your photo viewer. So I actually want to extract that, so I'll copy it and put it back in my demo folder outside of the zip folder. Okay, so now that it's here, we're good to go there. I'm going to go to Pixlr, show you what that looks like. Now, if you go to pixlr.com, you need to do /editor, okay, because we're using the actual editor. Oops, it helps if you go to the right place. I'm having a rough time today. Let's see here. Okay, you can also just go to Pixlr and then do launch web app under here where it says editor. So try that. Oh, apparently you have to type in the apps.pixlr.editor now. Wasn't like that the other day. So if you want to open an image, so now we've saved our graphic of the month, we want to open the image from our computer. You'll need to know where that's at. That's pretty important, okay? So I'm going to go back to our desktop where I saved my folder, which was demo, the demo folder. At least I thought I saved it there. Let's see here. Oh, now my computer's going to lock up on me here. I'm just going to save this picture directly to my desktop here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's on my desktop now. I can open that picture. So now that it's in Pixlr, I can add any text I want, or I can add a copy of, if I have a logo, I can add my logo. So let's look at adding a logo. I'm going to do File, Open Image, and I'm going to go to where I save my logo. You can tell I'm not very very organized here, am I? Okay. So let's see here. If I'm in the layers, I can duplicate layer, and then, oops, let's see here. I can take that layer over here and drop it onto my Ningxia image. So did you see how I did that? I probably didn't have to duplicate it, but it helped. It stacked my logo on top of this Ningxia image, so it was kind of hard to see there. So I hope you caught that. If not, you can go back and watch that one more time. Okay, so now I've got my background image and I've got my logo image. So I'm going to actually rename this so I don't get confused over here in the layers to logo so that you can see what I'm doing. I can now select the move tool and move around this layer, this logo. I can also resize it. Again, I use Control T. You can do Command T if you're on a Mac, or you can do the, you can do the layer, edit, and then free transform. Okay, so that if Control T opens another tab in your browser, you can do the edit free transform. Now hold the Shift key down and you can drag and drop to resize that how you want it. Okay, so this is not a PNG, this is just a JPEG that I opened, so that's why it's got the white background, so we're just going to leave it right there. Okay, and we'll apply the changes. So now we may want to put some text on here, and I want to put my website at the bottom. So let's do the website, which is www.theoilrevolution.com. I can make that larger. I can change the color of it. I actually want to use probably this charcoal gray that's in my logo already. I can also change the font. I know you guys have a hard time finding the fonts in your list sometimes, so that is a little bit frustrating, I know. The Pixlr app only loads about 40 of the fonts that are installed on your computer at one time, so you have to give it time to catch up while you scroll with the links that you have there. So let me try to find one I like to use, which is Verdana will work for right now. So we'll do that and click OK. Again, you can grab your little move tool and move around your thing. Okay, if we want to put, let's say we want to put, you know, Ning-Charette is awesome. Because it is, right? Okay. So you wanted to select the color to be like the color of the actual, I'm going to use the dropper tool again and maybe select something off of here. And then we can just pick any sort of font that we want. This is probably not what I would have picked generally, but you get the idea. So now that we've made our graphic, we've got our, customized, information. You may also want to put, your name and your member number. Okay. So you want to do that, and then you can do File and Save. So when you save, let's say you aren't so sure you're done with this, or you're in the middle of something and you want to come back to it. There are some options. If you save it as a JPEG, you're done. You're flattened. These layers go away. There's nothing you can move and play with again. But if you save it as a PXD file, you can come in here, open it again, and play around with those layers. So make sure to keep that in mind if you decide if you're done or not. Okay, so I'm going to save it as a JPEG, and I'm going to now that it's not blank anymore, I'm going to say customized Ning-Charette. And then I'm choosing to save it to my computer. You could also directly save it to Facebook, but I like to save things to my computer first. So this will go to my demo folder, or we'll just do desktop, okay? And so I'll say save there. My computer's gotten really slow recently because I've saved too much stuff and running out of hard drive space. Hopefully this won't kill my browser right now while I'm in the middle of this demo. So anyway, that's one thing that that is very important that you guys do when you get these graphics, because for the protection of my intellectual property on creating them, I would love it if you guys customize them. But two, when you're sharing this, people need to be able to go and find how they would enroll with you. So it's just as important for me as it is to you that we actually customize these. So do your best there. Oh, I hope this doesn't kill my browser. Let's see here. Oh, okay, good. It's going to do it now. Okay, so now that it's saved, let's say we go to Facebook, and we're in Facebook, okay? So if you wanted to add your photo or video, you could go there, upload your photo or video, find your desktop. I saved it as customized Ning-Charette. Let's see. Okay, so you guys see that's the one we just customized. It was easy. That was super quick, right? So hopefully that won't be too difficult for you guys to do in the future. So I'm not actually going to post that now, but what I wanted to share with you now is how to search for royalty-free images, okay? If you go to images.google.com, and let's say you're looking for a drop, let's see, an oil drop or something. Vector is good. You could search on that. And you can see all these. Now look up here. They actually categorize them for you. You really want the PNGs so you can put it in a blank canvas with a blank background. So look at all these awesome drops they have for you. So this is a good one. If you click on it, you can save, right-click and save image as. So let's go to desktop again. Gosh, I really need to clean off this computer. Okay, we'll just say oil drop resize. Sounds good. But this is a PNG file, right? So let's get rid of what we were working on in Pixlr, and I'll show you one more thing. So we're going to create a new image, transparent background, okay? We're going to file, open image. I believe you might can drag and drop into here too. Let's just check and see. I can't remember what that was called. What was it called? Shoot, I can't remember. My short-term memory is going. Save image as. It was oil drop resized. Okay. You guys are getting a first-hand look into how unorganized I am with my files. Okay. Nope, you can't drag and drop it into there. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but that's okay. So open image, desktop, oil drop resized, open. Okay, so we are going to duplicate layer and then drop it into our original image. The only bad thing here is that this one, I should have probably tested this before now, is that it does not have a transparent background. So this is good. I get to show you this too. So over here you'll have your magic wand tool, and you can click on the white. See how I clicked on it and it selected that, and then I can hit the delete button. And look, it got rid of the background. So that's pretty cool, right? If I didn't like this stuff down here, I could delete it too. Might take me a little bit. Or I can also go in and use the eraser. Surely they have an eraser. Here it is. Okay. And I can get rid of, oops, let me unselect. I did Control D or Command D to deselect all that. I can get rid of those little rings at the bottom. Okay, so now I have a nice pretty drop, right, that we can use for a logo or anything. I can Control T or Command T or go up to Edit, Free Transform, and change the size of this. You can't change it too much because it's, you know, we can't, it'll mess up the resolution of it, but we can get a good idea. So we can go in and put our text now, oil droppers. Let's just call us that. And let's change our font. We can move it around. You know, you could make it on 2 rows if you wanted. You could do all kinds of stuff. So that's one way you can get images off of the internet. There are several other free, you know, royalty-free. Just Google on royalty free or free stock photos, and you can find tons of free stock photo locations. Okay, so go there, look, try to get PNGs with transparent backgrounds. Sure does make it easier. So I hope that is helpful there. Let's see, what else can I teach you tonight? I think that was it. We covered how to log in and access the graphics. We talked about if your password did not work. We talked about how to download your graphics off of the website and how to open them in Pixlr. We talked about how to add your contact information and save it. And then we also talked about searching on your free or royalty-free images. We even talked about how to remove a background on a white thing. Don't forget, if you want to move the different layers, you have to go over here to your layers and pick those things to move. So I think that was all that I had for you guys tonight. So here's what we're going to do. Go back to the Facebook page, event page. Let me show you where that is. So if you're in facebook.com, go to your events tab. And maybe you were already here because you had to go get the thing. You want to click on the event for tonight. And if you're watching this at a later date, you can always go back to September 16th. And here I'm going to post a post that says, if you have any questions about the demo tonight, please post them here. Okay. So go there and ask your question and answer it, and I'll be sure to answer it. If you happen to post outside of this too, I'll see it, but I thought it might be more helpful to have it all in one thread if possible. So that's all that I had tonight. Let me get back over here to stop sharing my screen. Oh, there I am. So thank you so much. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you have a great night. Thank you. Bye-bye.